Have you ever felt like being middle class doesn't mean what it used to? Even with stable jobs and steady incomes, many middle-class families are finding it harder every year to get ahead, or even stay in the same place financially. In this video, I'm going to break down why middle-class people are getting poorer over time, the economic forces quietly working against them, and the habits and systems that make wealth harder to build today. Understanding these shifts is key to protecting your financial future. Before we jump in, if you want clear explanations about money, the economy, and how it affects everyday life, hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you don't miss future videos. Rising cost of living. Everything costs more now, but your salary hasn't kept up. Housing prices have skyrocketed in the past decade. What used to cost $200,000 for a decent home now costs $400,000 or $500,000 in many areas. Rent has gone through the roof too. Young families are spending half their income just to keep a roof over their heads. Groceries that used to fill your cart for $100 now barely get you the basics for twice that amount. Gas prices bounce around, but never seem to come back down to where they were. Even a simple dinner out has become a luxury for many families. The numbers don't lie. When inflation runs faster than wage growth year after year, you're actually making less money even if your paycheck looks bigger on paper. Stagnant wages. Your parents probably bought a house and raised a family on one income. Today, most households need 2 full-time workers just to stay afloat. Real wages, when adjusted for inflation, have barely moved in decades for most workers. Meanwhile, productivity has shot up. Workers are producing more value than ever before, but they're not seeing that reflected in their paychecks. The gap between what workers produce and what they earn keeps growing wider. Companies are making record profits, but those gains aren't trickling down to the employees who make it all possible. Middle managers, teachers, nurses, and skilled workers are all feeling the squeeze. Even people with college degrees are struggling to get ahead financially. Healthcare costs draining savings. Medical bills have become one of the biggest threats to the financial stability of the middle class. Year after year, insurance premiums continue to rise, putting even more pressure on family budgets. And having insurance through your job doesn't necessarily solve the problem. Deductibles are often so high that you end up paying thousands of dollars out of pocket before your coverage even starts. A single visit to the emergency room or an unexpected accident can easily wipe out months of hard-earned savings. Prescription medications are another heavy burden, especially for chronic conditions that require ongoing treatment. Costs for dental and vision care are often excluded or only partially covered, leaving families with yet more expenses. One serious illness or injury can push a middle-class household to the brink of bankruptcy, even if they are insured. Many people now face impossible choices, having to decide between getting necessary medical care and paying their mortgage or other essential bills. This problem isn't just about finances anymore. It's about basic health, safety, and survival. For many working families, accessing proper medical care has become a luxury rather than a right, highlighting how unaffordable healthcare has become for ordinary people. Education debt crisis. College was supposed to be the ticket to the middle class, but now it's becoming a trap. Student loan debt has exploded to over $1.7 trillion in the United States alone. Young people are graduating with degrees in $50,000, $60,000, or even $100,000 in debt. They're starting their adult lives already in a massive hole. The monthly payments eat up money that previous generations used for down payments on houses or starting families. Many people are still paying off student loans well into their 40s and 50s. The worst part is that wages for college graduates haven't kept pace with the rising cost of education. You're paying way more for a degree that doesn't guarantee the same financial security it once did. This debt follows you everywhere and can't even be discharged in bankruptcy. It's crushing the financial futures of an entire generation, disappearing job security and benefits. The old social contract between employers and workers is dead. Your grandparents probably worked for one company their whole career and retired with a pension. Those days are gone. Most companies have replaced pensions with 401(k) plans, shifting all the investment risk onto workers. Job security has evaporated. Even skilled professionals are treated as replaceable. The gig economy sounds flexible and modern, but it really means no benefits, no stability, and no safety net. Contract work and part-time positions have replaced full-time jobs with benefits. Companies save money by not providing health insurance, retirement contributions, or paid time off. Workers are left to fend for themselves. Even when you have a full-time job, there's constant pressure and fear of layoffs or being replaced by someone younger and cheaper. The stress of this insecurity takes a real toll on families and mental health. Wealth concentration at the top. The rich are getting richer at a pace we've never seen before. The top 1% now control more wealth than the entire middle class combined. Billionaires have seen their wealth multiply, while regular workers have watched their savings shrink. This isn't just about jealousy or politics. It's about how the entire economic system has been tilted in favor of those who already have wealth. Tax policies favor capital gains over wages, which means making money from investments is taxed less than making money from actual work. Loopholes allow the ultra-wealthy to pay lower tax rates than middle-class workers. Meanwhile, public services that the middle class depends on, like schools and infrastructure, are underfunded. The system is rigged, and it's getting worse every year. When wealth concentrates at the top, it doesn't circulate through the economy to help everyone else. Hidden fees and financial traps. Modern life is full of small costs that add up to drain your wallet. Bank fees, overdraft charges, subscription services you forgot to cancel. Everything has a fee attached to it now. Credit card interest rates are predatory, especially for people already struggling. Payday loans and other high-interest lending trap people in cycles of debt. Companies have gotten expert at nickel-and-diming customers with hidden charges. Your phone bill, cable package, and streaming services all cost way more than advertised. Insurance companies find ways to raise rates or deny claims. Late fees and penalties are designed to extract maximum money from people who can least afford them. The financial system profits from keeping people slightly underwater all the time. These aren't accidents. They're designed to transfer wealth from working people to corporations and financial institutions. When you step back and look at it, the struggle of the middle class isn't about effort or ambition. It's about rising costs, slow wage growth, and systems that haven't kept up with reality. Recognizing these patterns is the first step toward adapting. I'd love to know, do you feel the middle class is shrinking where you live? Share your experience in the comments. Real-world perspectives make these conversations more meaningful. If this video helps you better understand what's happening to the middle class, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who's been feeling the same financial pressure. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.